and gentlemen, so today is a new series of talk, which will cover quite a number of subjects. Also, is a quite wide subject because not only focus on regain youthfulness. It will be some topics on related to our health also. Okay, which are part of the process of getting back those young age that we supposed to have. Okay, so this is a topic whereby we are talking about anti-aging. Okay, so anti-aging has been long, actually for thousands of years, humans have never stopped looking for medicines and formulas that can make people rejuvenated. And make people full of vitality and even achieve a magical rejuvenation, especially like appear to be very young. Like just now, what Sellers has shared to us, the Zhao Yazhi, it looks like 30 over something, but in fact, she already 60 something. Okay, so how she make it, and then how some of the people might able to achieve that. There will be a study. There have been a lot of study lah. Okay, on anti-aging, and then trying to reverse back our age, our look, our appearance, and so far all the while from 1,000 years ago, like our this Qin Shi Wang, the Qing dynasty, Qin Shi Wang also looking, once he become the emperor, he want to enjoy for the rest of his life, what he already got in hand, and she's looking for immortality. He wouldn't die forever, and then this process we can see. Not only ladies want to be young. Actually, in those days, those people who want to be immortality, that means they wouldn't die one. All men. Okay, they are the emperor, the king. And in China, there are few. Not few 100,000 kings. They are looking to have this kind of medication or formulation that will make them look younger, stronger, and then they can enjoy their life longer. But so far we have seen in history, all these king or emperor, they have been cheated by the sensei, by the doctor in those days. Okay, saying that they have all kinds of formula, but finally they are not true. Okay, they can't get that kind of things, and they have taken a lot of money, okay, from the king, and then some even they get a whole group of people traveling to overseas to look for all these kind of medicines. That is called during the Qing dynasty. This man, okay, saying that he can get some medicine from this area around Japan there. Then she bought her 3,000 kids, 6,000 kids, 3,000 boy, 3,000 girl to go together. And then after that, they didn't come back anymore. And then they established Japan, okay, later in the history of the Japan. So we can see, so far we have been trying in many ways to look for it, and during the process of from 2,000 over years ago until now, we never stopped the process of looking up, and so far until today, even though we haven't find the medicine or the formulation that will make us become immortality, but we scientists have already during this process discover the secrets of aging. Okay, why cause aging, and then the key to delay, okay, the process of aging, and to extend, okay, the lifespan of the average people, who are normally nowadays we are talking about 75 years old, okay, the average lifespan. They have already got the key to prolong the lifespan uh, up to the maximum of our limit. Okay, that is around 125 years old. So in this process, scientists already discover and then establish a theory and confirm that human being actually can live up to 125 years old. And this is a very important concept because so far we normally the information that we receive from all these sources are saying that we can live up to average 75 only. That's why in our planning or in our life, the whole life planning, normally we will take up to 75 years old only. And this, okay, in the future, okay, if our life keep on extend the lifespan until the maximum 105 years, the process of planning of our life will be different totally compared to 75, and this will eventually affect how we do our planning in our life. Okay, so today's people live for an average of 50 years less. Okay, because scientific research already proved we can live up to 125 years. And in this process, there are a lot of theory coming out, uh, uh, emphasize all this theory are talking about why people getting old age, okay, getting premature aging, and different theory they might have different way of delaying the aging process. So today the purpose of having the discussion is to at least we know some of the theory behind why we get aging and what we can do, okay, to overcome this problem. Okay, so that even though we cannot achieve the target how we become immortality, but at least we can reach, okay, we can live up to the maximum of our lifespan, which are 125 years old. Okay, that is 50 years above the average year lifespan that we have nowadays. So 50 years is a very big figure. Okay, so we should try our best to get it back this 50 years, so that we can make use of the 50 years to contribute or to enjoy more in our life. Okay, so the World Health Organization, okay, actually the doctors go into very deep research and study on the aging process, and they find out that when we talk about aging, we are talking about the cells inside our body. Actually, our age, because of the aging of our cells, can no longer reach 125 years old, which we are supposed, okay, to have genetically. Okay, because humans are designed in such a way, okay, we are genetically designed can live up to about 135 years as our limit. Okay, but due to a lot of reason, our cells inside the body, or they cannot live, or they cannot duplicate, okay, or replicate, okay, until the year of 125. So in the middle, okay, nowadays 75, mostly all our cells have become very old or cannot really duplicate again, and then finally the cells get die, and then we die also, because human beings are made by cells. Okay, so the cells is very important. So World Health Organization saying that to regain, okay, and to have a very healthy, strong body, we should repair cells, improve our cells, and activate our cells, and make sure our cells' lifespan can be extended up to the limit, to the maximum, which are supposed to be 125 years. Okay, so there are a few theory developed. Okay, uh, so here how we can say that uh, we cannot stop the process of aging, because there is a natural in nature. The cells inside our body will slowly go old, and then finally it will die off, and then once the cells cannot reproduce again, then we will die. Okay, and then this process supposed to be 125 years, but due to a lot of reason, now we can only achieve average of 75 only. Okay, so how to reverse, how to reactivate, and how to repair ourselves is the most important thing when we're talking about anti-aging. Okay, so even though we are not able to uh, uh, to create a way or a formula or to find something which make us immortality. Okay, but people who are smart will always get the way to slow down, to delay the process of aging. Okay, to make sure we can live up to 125 years old healthily, and not even though we can live up to 100 over years, but when we reach maybe 70 years, we already get already sick and lie on the bed there until 120 years, and then that is a torturing of life for 50 years, and that is no point. So we, as a human, we actually the specialist, the doctor, the researcher, spend a lot of time, okay, to find a way, to find out what is the reason, what cause, okay, the aging, and what can we do to improve it. Okay, so during this process, we find that okay, there are reason behind which will cause aging, and all these aging are all related to our all kinds of illness also. Okay, so the first theory, okay, they have discovered, and then this is the most important theory, and this is the theory which will involve, okay, the function of all the organs inside the body also, and it related to all kinds of illness also. Okay, that is what we call the free radical theory. Okay, so this free radical theory actually is discovered okay, by no, not discover, okay, in the year of 2003. Okay, there's a researcher, okay, by this Harmon from England one. Okay, and then he find out, okay, the active this free radical inside our body will attack our cells, and then it will cause aging, and it will cause the damage on the cells and cause organs dysfunction, and which slowly will bring aging and then a lot of illness also. And then this process we known as free radical theory. And then free radical theory in layman, we can say that there is called the cells oxidation. This is what we see normally in the rusty of the iron. Okay, normally iron, when we expose to oxygen water, then it will get rust. Okay, and then sometimes when you cut an apple, you will see when the apple exposed to the oxygen, then it will be oxidized and it will turn into black color. Okay, like black color. Okay, so what happened? This process the process of getting rust, okay, is called the process of oxidation, and then this is caused by free radical. And then it's the same, okay, in our body, the same process will happen to our cells also. Okay, and then all this free radical will produce inside our cells, and then it will attack our cells and cause the effect of oxidation, or just like rusty, and then it will slowly from inner go up to outside of our skin. It reflect in the outer of our appearance. There is the formation of all the wrinkle, pigmentation, and then hydraness in the skin, and then oxidation is happening in the skin, and then the skin the texture, and then it becomes what we call full of pigmentation and wrinkle. Okay, and then this what we call the process of aging. So from this theory, we emphasize a lot, okay, on the process of free radical, and then how to avoid the free radical and how it form. Okay, so far scientists have already discovered all this, and we can do a lot of things to prevent, okay, the process of oxidation happening in the body. Okay, so far, what is free radical? That is very important. Okay, because of the formation of our cells inside the body, okay, cells actually is formed, okay, by all the molecule, a different molecule they combine, and then molecule is formed by atom, okay, and all many atoms they combine become molecule, and different molecule they form, they will form a cells, okay, and more the cells will form an organ, the tissue, and make human. And so far, okay, so the smallest units, okay, inside our body, when we talk about cellular level, we are talking about cells. But if we go deeper, okay, inside a cell it contains molecule, and then molecule are the combination of atoms, and then atoms, if we further divide it into a very small portion, we can see there are made up of particles, okay, called the protons, neutron, nuclear, okay, which are like this. Okay, it looks like this. So a normal, okay, a normal atom, okay, normally it will look like this. This proton, neutron, nuclear, and then the electron. Okay, so the electron outside this what we call atom, normally they are in pair one, either like this that means that they are either in 2, 4, 6, 8, or sometimes 10, 12, 16. Okay, they are in pair, but due to certain reasons, sometimes all this what we call electron outside the atom, it is not in pair already, so it becomes suddenly it become look like this. This one is become 7 only. Okay, so there's one left. So this when the atom become like this, it becomes inactive. Okay, so we call this a free radical. Okay, this is a free radical, and free radical inside our body, they will look for this electron to make sure it will be stable. Okay, otherwise this it will be very unstable one. Okay, so we call it free radical. When it is stable, it will trying to steal this electron from other, okay, from others, and make others become unstable, okay, unstable. So this is the process whereby by right this what we call the normal atom, okay, and then free radical is stealing, okay, stealing electron from this normal one. So this one, it become unstable. But so far, for those who stealing, okay, from others, maybe they cannot be very stable also, okay, and finally they will die off also. And therefore this, it become unstable. He will continue to steal the electron from others, and then this will be a change whereby more and more, okay, all these atom will chasing for this electron to stabilize it. So actually, the electron outside here normally is negative charge one, neg oh, negative electron. So this is the process what we call the oxidation. Okay, when a lot of this is happening inside the body, okay, then the oxidation is happening, and then we will see the rusty things will coming up. Okay, in terms of like apple or an ions. Okay, once this is happening, inside there, the atom there. Okay, and then it keep on spreading, and then more and more is happening, and then finally rust is coming out. And so what is happening inside our organ is our cells also. So if this is happening, okay, more and more cells, okay, will die because of that, will damage because of that, or will become imbalanced, and all these cells cannot perform its function properly, and finally it will go to our organs, because our organs are made from all the cells also. So oxidation may happen in the organs also, and then it affect all the performance of the organs, and slowly all the cells inside the organs get damaged, and the organs cannot function properly, and slowly, okay, all the aging effect, because of the dysfunction of all these organ and the system inside the body, we will see slowly from inside, and then it appear outside, and then we can see obviously from outside all the aging, or like wrinkle, pigmentation, or like lost hair, and then what we call skin skin related to skin, muscle, loss of muscle, all this signal will come out in the outside appearance. Then we call the process of aging is happening inside the body. So why there are this free radical inside the body? Okay, free radical in the body is a process which we cannot avoid, okay, to happen, because during the process of our metabolic, like the process of generating our ATP, the energy of the cells, it will produce this free radical also. And then maybe some bad habits like smoking, okay, it will cause chemical reaction inside the body, and then it will create free radical. Or when we eat, okay, excessive of all these frying, okay, oily foods, it will turn into very high free radical also. And the air that we inhale, which full of chemical sometimes, or because of the gas coming out from cars, okay, and then from the factory, which have polluted the air, and then when we inhale all this, it will eventually create all these free radical inside the body. So you can see free radical is everywhere, okay, from our food, from our lifestyle. Like if you didn't sleep properly, okay, you will force the body to generate free radical also. And if you didn't take your food properly, okay, too much of overeat, and which unhealthy food will cause free radical also. So this is the process which will happen every day inside our body, and every hour, or thousand, what we call 100 billion, okay, of free radical will be produced inside our body every day, okay, and then actually we will be attacked, okay, by this free radical every day. Wait, let me see. Okay. Will be attacked at least 73,000 times a day, okay, by this free radical. So free radical attack onto in our body is very frequent. Okay, and then it is a process which very difficult for us, okay, to start when once it happens. So once the free radical is produced, so it will very fast go into the process of attacking if we did immediately, okay, do something to stop it. So this process will make, okay, our cells inside the body get very weak, and then sometimes the effect is very comprehensive, and then is what we call the whole body will have the harm of free radical, or at least 70% of the disease that we have are all related to free radical. Okay, for example, this is from the brain, okay, like those Alzheimer lah, Parkinson lah, or heart disease lah. Okay, no matter whether it's because of the heart muscle, and then or the rhythm of the heart, okay, and then lung, okay, all the lung disease, our muscle, our colon, our skin, and so on, so on. Okay, so from the top, from the brain until the toe, okay, our skin, our bone, okay, all kinds of diseases, they are related to free radical. Okay, so this is the first step, and then actually there is an experiment done by a researcher in Australia, okay, reported by BBC. Okay, there's a program reported by BBC saying that in fact, theoretically, okay, human beings actually will experience the aging on the skin during the age of, by right, during the age of 80 years old. Okay, only then we will experience the process of aging if everything is going according to our genetic process, okay, according to a very smooth process of aging. We are supposed to feel getting old or getting obvious difference in the skin, okay, when we reach the year of 80. Okay, but sometimes it will cost, okay, but sometimes it will cause the same things to happen within 15 up to 8 weeks. Okay, it means 40 days, 15 to 40 days. It will age, okay, very fast. Okay, aging will happen within 15 up to 40 days of to become to have a difference in terms of the aging of the skins by difference of 50 years. Okay, same hand, 50 years apart. Okay, the experiment what they have done, okay, is to search people to went for a 25 years old girl to went for experiment. Okay, they asked them how to protect one hand, and then the other hand without any protection, and then they go for sun bath, okay, for 24 hours. Okay, then after 1 hour, okay, they find that there is a difference or changes or start to begin on the hand, and after 15 days, okay, they start to find, okay, the very obvious difference is happening in the both hand, and then after 8 weeks, that means 40 days. 8 weeks, that means 56 days. Okay, totally different will shows in the hands, and then there is an amazing, okay, difference. Okay, the same hands with 50 years apart, okay, it will look 50 years older, just exposed to the sunlight. Okay, one with protection, one without protection. Okay, from And then for 1 hour a day, okay, direct exposed to sunlight for 1 hour, and then the sand is protected for 24 hours. Okay, didn't expose to any sunlight. This is protected. This is not protected. Okay, after 56 days, they see the difference. It looks like this. So that means, okay, because of the aging or because of the free radical theory, okay, our cells will be attacked by free radical and changes is happening very fast. If we didn't protect it, we didn't rectify it, within 56, it will change from very nice, very beautiful hand, it becomes like old people hands. Okay, so aging is happening. So from this experiment, we can see, okay, very clear. Okay, free radical, because free radical will happen actually very strongly when we expose to very strong sunlight. That's why when we talk about exposure to sunlight, normally expert will advise us you are supposed to have sun bath only in the morning around 6:30 up to 9 o'clock, and then in the evening around 5:30 up to 8 o'clock, around 6 hours in the day, whereby okay the ultraviolet or the ultraviolet inside the sun is not that strong, okay, then they won't be so harmful to the body because a very strong sunlight will produce a lot of free radical inside the body. Okay, and this is why and all this free radical it will affect the skin, and then it will cause the formation of pigmentation, which are the result of the melanin trying to protect our body from the harm, okay, the harm of the light, okay, which will produce a kind of coloring, okay, the melanin, which is black in color. Once it settled down and then it didn't flush away from the tissue, it will form the pigmentation. Okay, so in the process of fighting against free radical, normally there is scientists already find, okay, a method or which we call the antioxidant. Okay, antioxidants method. Okay, antioxidant normally are from fruits. Okay, from fruits which, okay, normally all these fruits of vegetables or all these ingredients, they have the atom inside inside them, which have a lot of electron, okay, pair of electron to form the atom. Okay, there are plenty of all these electron, which they are sufficient enough to donate some of the electron to those free radical. For example, like this one free radical, which are in a pair also. Okay, which finally they lost one pair is losing or is missing one. So these antioxidants are able to donate one of the electron, so that, okay, this free radical can be settled down, can be stable. Okay, then it won't go and hide, look for electron somewhere else, whereby those atoms are not that stable. Okay, don't have so much electron to donate. Once you take away the electron from them, they become free radical. Okay, so this is a process where we can help the body when we have free radical produced either through the process of breathing, Okay, the process of producing oxygen inside the body. Some of the oxygen might form like O3, like O only, whereby they need to pair up. They need electron to stable themselves, and then this is the process. We need all these antioxidant, and then all these antioxidant, where we can find it, mostly from all the vegetable and fruits, especially like those berry or like grapes or the peel of grapes, and then all the berry like aronia berry, promulgated fruits, and then some of the fruits they contain very high vitamin C also, like orange, and a few other very high antioxidant properties, like those what we call uh, Cipaton, and some of the uh, good source, of other berries and then vegetable as well. That's why nowadays you can see how in the market there are, in order to get back our good health and then to maintain a better skin, or better outlook, appearance. Normally, people are encouraged to take more veggie and fruits. Not only they contain fiber, which will do a good cleansing inside the body, they can also provide all these antioxidant inside the body. So for those who are lack of this antioxidant, of course, oxidation is happening inside the body very often. And then maybe this is one of the process during the inflammation also. And then this is the cause of all kinds of diseases inside the body. So the first theory, to fight against anti-aging, to fight against aging, is provide very high antioxidant to the body, so that all these antioxidant they can donate the electron, the unpaired electron, and then to make the stable the electron pair and form free radical is neutralized. So those form free radical will be neutralized due by this process, and oxidation is not happening, so we can stop and then slow down the process of aging. So from here, actually, today maybe I won't go explaining too much on CV8, because I've explained quite many times already, and then in the earlier series, we have a detailed talk about CV8. Maybe you all can refer. But so far we know that CV8, the formation of CV8 using the ginseng, ginseng oxide, and then the stem cells, wild ginseng's ingredients inside, and then Cipaton, aronia berry, and then promulgated fruit. All these four ingredients actually contain very high antioxidant. Because even if we go for individual of this ingredient already have very good antioxidant effect. You can see in the market there are so many products are made from aronia fruits. Those juice from promulgated fruit, and then some of the health food are made from Cipaton, or some normal ginseng products. They are all individually contain very high antioxidant property inside it. And then in CV8, actually we combine 4 of these. So CV8 may have very high antioxidant property, which will help your body to fight against a free radical and to neutralize all the free radicals so that it will uh, help your cells to maintain the healthy cells and help your cells to regain, okay, and to repair and to regenerate. Okay, so the second theory, okay, when we talk about aging, is the cell theory. Okay, is so far when we talk about I'm laser, we emphasize a lot on the cells. There is how to regain cells energy. Okay, how the cells are reproduce, or like the stem cells theory. Okay, especially the stem cells theory, whereby human body actually we contain all kinds of stem cells inside the body, which are the mother cells in the body. They are responsible to regenerate all the cells inside the body. That means, let's say for example, we have a cells which already injured or damaged, which need to be replaced, and the replacement of the cells need the stem cell to produce the cells. Okay, so in the process, there's the theory talking about in the process of aging, it's because the stem cell inside the body is not functioning. Okay, stem cell inside the body is deteriorate or after a certain age, certain years, or because of certain reason, the stem cell inside the body become inactive or sleeping. Okay, and then this is a very important theory actually apply in nowadays technology, especially those technique they use from outside to make you to look, especially on the skin, to regain the youthfulness on the skin. They are talking about using the stem cells theory to regain all the skin, okay, all the skin, so that the skin will change to look like very young age, okay, full of the what we call elasticity, and then the water content, okay, is very high, so it looks shining and then full of elasticity. Okay, so this process the what we call the stem cell theory, and that nowadays we can see a lot of products, especially which apply onto the face. Okay, they are using this theory. Okay, they are using all kinds of so far they claim to be stem cell, but sometimes I see some a plant stem cell, which maybe, okay, is not that effective in repairing our skin. Okay, the effect actually the stem cell which are contributing to forming a very good skin, okay, inside our body, they specially produce, or nowadays they have the technology to use our fat cells and then to produce it to become cells that will rejuvenate the skin one. Okay, and then they have the technology to use some of our cells to revert it to become our stem cells also. In that case, if the kind of stem cells is used onto the skin, because they are related or direct to our human cells, it can be converted and changed and produced into our skin cells, which will make us look very young. Okay, however, the plant stem cells cannot act like human stem cell to directly to replace and regain begin a new cells to be used as a skin cells. There is not true one. Okay, so in fact, in all the products that they have been using, because of the very important ingredients, like for example, actually like when toss we have a new product, the serum, which are made from the ginseng stem cell, which contain the phytochemical of the ginseng stem cells. Okay, what we call the ginseng leucide. And then the ginseng leucide is a very strong, okay, antioxidant property, okay, which can reduce this oxidation is happening, and then they will give a regeneration, and then in what we call induce the activation of our own stem cell inside the body, and eventually it give effect, a very strong effect on the skin cell. And then after using for a period, you will see the wrinkle will disappear, and then the skin's texture, okay, the skin's pigmentation will reduce or will go away, and then you look many, at least maybe 5 or 10 years younger, okay, in terms of your skin. Okay, so this normally what is happening when we applied, okay, all those products, and then the nutrient absorb into the skin and into the cells, so the cells here is rejuvenate, okay, regain, and then the antioxidant is happening, and then neutralize all the oxidation which happening in the face, on the face. So it will bring a very strong effect on the skin of our face, and then you will look very much younger after a certain period of applying. And then this the function of stem cell, if okay, we can further, okay, enhance it by activating all the stem cell that we have inside the body to active back, and then to do their job in the normal way back, okay, then this will happen, okay, the rebuild, okay, and then the regeneration of cells will happen inside the body, and then it will give a very rapid, okay, result in regenerating especially the skin cells, and then you will look younger after a period of time. So in the use of IM laser, okay, IM laser, the light will have the effect of activating the stem cell inside our body. Okay, there are medical research have been done to show that the effectiveness of using the 650 nanometer visible red light, okay, which can activate the function of the stem cell inside our body. And then research has been done for CV8 also, because of the strong antioxidant, and then the property of those ginseng leucide, the phytochemical inside the what we call the stem cells of the wild ginseng, okay, which will, okay, induce and activate, okay, the same times our own this stem cell inside the body. And then all these ingredients contained inside the CV8, very high vitamins, minerals, all the essential fatty acid, fatty amino acid, okay, all these minerals, all these are things, materials which the body requires, okay, will eventually, okay, helping in the process of regenerating our cells, Okay, and then in long term, we'll regain back and then repair all our cells. So this according to the theory of stem cell inside the body. And then there are a few more theories which are related to the improvement or regain the function of our system inside the body, or the regain the function of the what we call the organs inside the body, because all the dysfunction of all this system in the body, especially like the endocrine system, the hormone secretion inside the body, which normally are caused, okay, by sometimes on our neural system or our gland, okay, the damage to the gland, or because of deteriorate the function of the gland, which make the secretion of all the endocrine is become hypo or insufficient, and make the process of all the metabolic and all the communication inside the body not running in a proper way. Okay, so endocrine system, especially our reproductive system, there is those like all these hormone, okay, related to ladies one, okay, which are in charge on influence, okay, the production, the productive organs, which will give birth, okay, inside the body. So our gland, from the gonal, thyroid, adrenal, thymus, pituitary, to the this pineal gland, all these gland, okay, will affect, okay, the function of the body. And if any one of these gland is not functioning properly, or the communication in between all these gland is not transmitted nicely, then you can see it will induce rapid aging of the human body. Okay, so for a person who have go into menopause, she will get aging very fast after the process of menopause. Okay, because of menopause, a lot of hormones inside the body is not like usual, already stopped. Okay, and then the aging will start to begin. Obviously, okay, within few years, you can see how the all the changes on the skin, on the muscle, on the appearance. Okay, especially the skin, how you can see pigmentation, wrinkle, all this will come out because of the hormones inside the body. And then, of course, we know that if all this endocrine system is not function nicely, sometimes it would affect your sleep. Okay, because the melatonin released by your pineal gland are the hormone which control how you sleep. Okay, it will affect the period. Okay, if it's not functioning properly. Okay, period disorder. Okay, period got pain, all this problem, and maybe thyroid. Okay, which will affect heartbeat disorder. Okay, and then sometimes even the kidney may be affected. And then, of course, our human growth hormone, if really affected, the repair and then the aging will be more rapid, because during the process of repairing and regenerating of the cells, human growth hormone involved in secreting a lot of this growth factor inside the body, so that we can get the signal where to improve, how to improve, or inside the body is happening. So if your endocrine system is not in order, rapid aging will be happening inside your body. Okay, so this is the theory of endocrine system. And then, of course, another more significant theory is saying that if anything happen into your brain, okay, if aging is start happening inside the brain, that means oxidation is happening in the cells inside the brain, okay, which cause the malfunction of the brain, and then eventually it will cause problem, okay, and then the deterioration of the function of the brain will bring rapid aging inside the body. Okay, so it have a huge impact on aging. The brain is the headquarter of the human body. So the central nervous system of the brain plays a leading role in the aging process. So we can see once the process is happening inside the brain, and then sometimes the antioxidant is attacking the spine, and then the neuron is getting antioxidant, then we will see how aging is coming out very, very fast. And then it will bring a lot of illness also. Okay, so this is the process on the failure of the brain, or the slow damage on the brain, and make the brain cannot function properly. Okay, another theory which we emphasize a lot in I'm laser, okay, there is the circulatory system, okay, disorder. That means there is the blood circulation problem, especially on the micron circulation system, micron circulation system inside the body. That means the small capillary which are blocked, okay, in the body, and then the whole circulatory system, the blood circulation is no good. So the delivery of all the nutrient and oxygen to all the cells is getting down, and then eventually it will bring aging will begin, or the organs will start to age, and then all the skin will start to age, and then the signal of aging will be obvious when we can really see from the outside. We'll get old very fast. Okay, so this is the process. Normally, this is the process will begin first, before other organs or system begins. Normally, your blood circulation will start begin to become not so smooth already, cannot pump the blood smoothly to the whole body, or because of the blood quality is not that nice, a lot of waste inside the blood, make the blood difficult to flow, and make the blood circulation become slow inside the body, and eventually nutrient and oxygen supply to the cells getting lower, and finally the begins of aging start. And then eventually this will lead to the brain damage, the brain cells damage, and then it will affect your what we call the endocrine system. Okay, and then slowly the whole body, other system will happen also. And another very important, this is one of the theory which beside the organs, what we call the self-poisoning theory. Okay, in this theory, we are talking about the waste is produced during the metabolic or inside the body, and during the digestion of the foods. All this waste is not flushing out from the body, what we call effectively, and then accumulation of toxins start to begin from the what we call the colon and the liver, and then all these toxic things will go into the blood, and it will follow the blood and eventually affect the blood circulation system. Okay, and then all these waste, okay, will attack our cells also, and then they will form free radical also inside the body, and then eventually our cell will slowly get poisoning, and then it will bring the process of aging and cause the damage of all the organs inside the body and lead to a lot of illness. Okay, so from here, if someone who got all this digestive problem, okay, or what we call colon problem, which will lead to bowel movement disorder, okay, cannot flush out properly, okay, all this, and then maybe the liver also with hepatitis A, B, fatty liver, okay, and then the toxin accumulated inside the liver cannot be flushed out nicely through the through the gallbladder, okay, and then the formation of gallstone, all this. These are the proof of toxin accumulation inside the body which form the stone, okay, and eventually it affect the process of all the function of the organ inside the body, and it leads to aging, okay, of the body to begin. So we call the self-poisoning theory, and then this theory eventually aim on we have to cleanse our colon and then cleanse our liver and make sure the blood is cleansed so that the blood can flow nicely. And then from here you can see, okay, like alpha 6, like this CV8 or what we call the IM laser, they're helping in cleansing, okay, the blood, okay, to make sure detoxification can be effective in the liver, because it can strengthen the power, the efficiency of the function of the liver, so that the liver can do the detoxification, that is to break down, okay, those toxic things, okay, so to make it become not toxic, so that it can flush out, okay, from the body, and eventually it won't bring any harm to the body. Okay, so this the way it helped in the sense of aging, okay, because it can cleanse your blood. Okay, so CV8 will have a very strong effect on cleansing, because some of the ginseng oxide, okay, is very helpful in activating and in acting as an enzyme in cleansing all the blood cells also. Okay, so this effect when we combine together, okay, to use IM laser and CV8, it will bring in fighting against what we call aging. Okay, and sometimes when we talk about organs, especially in what we call the Oriental Chinese medicine, when we talk about aging, we talk a lot on the process of kidney. Okay, we're saying that if the kidney become weak, okay, the aging will start to begin. Okay, kidney is the organs which what we call control detoxification, discharge of waste, and then if it cannot excretion of organs and human body, when they are kidney function, toxin waste cannot be excreted, okay, from the body, and then the aging will begin to happen. So once someone got oxidation happening inside the cells of kidney, okay, and eventually spoil the kidney, okay, then you will see in the process, when the kidney is not performed in a proper way, then you will see aging will start begin. Then it causes a lot of serious illness like water retention, okay, and then giving some problem to the digestion also, okay, because of the water retention, and then eventually it will bring some effect onto the lung also. Okay, so the protection, okay, to protect on kidney, okay, is very important, especially in when we talk about Chinese sensei theory, okay, Chinese theory, medication theory, okay, we trying to strengthen the health of the kidney, okay, in the first place. Okay, if we want to maintain our youthfulness. So I'm laser and CVA, okay, especially ginseng side, and then the very high antioxidant, and then all kinds of these minerals, especially the trace minerals that the body needs, especially in the kidney here, okay, to make sure the kidney can be filtered properly, okay, the membrane of all the cells inside, okay, inside the cells on all the membrane can be maintained nicely by providing them the correct trace mineral that they need. Okay, eventually you can help slow down the process of aging, okay, by keeping a very good or healthy this kidney. Okay, and finally there's one more theory that they normally they emphasize a lot. There's the theory of protein. Okay, because protein is the source of life. Okay, and then life is a form of protein also, and life is produced from protein also. So the aging of life is also rooted in the aging of protein. Okay, the working absorption and then the use of protein, okay, inside the body, okay, might cause, okay, the aging process. That's why nowadays all the anti-aging products they will contain antioxidant, okay, protein, necessary those amino acids that necessary inside the protein, inside the body, those gluten, and then what we call very high antioxidant, okay, protein, and then all the minerals, nutrient, okay, that the body needs. This combination will help eventually make your cells stronger, and then of course it will make your body stronger, and then from the appearance, it can be improved, it can revert, and if we add together with serums which will react on the skin itself, that is to fastening the process of rejuvenate, okay, the skin cells, which will eventually make your appearance, okay, to look even more younger. Okay, but okay, just to advise everyone, okay, because the actually when we talk about aging, they should be improved from the inner to outer. Okay, so sometimes we ought to we ought to go in a direct way, okay, in an indirect way, opposite way. Okay, that is we are emphasize more on outside, and then slowly maybe slowly it will change it from the inside, or maybe it won't change it in the inside. Okay, we put a lot of emphasis on the outside. That means we will use those serums, or maybe, okay, we will use injection or the vitamin C lah, all kinds of injection lah, or maybe stem cell injection lah, or okay, on the skin itself. Okay, all this concentration will give effect on the skin cells and make the skin cells rejuvenate and look very healthy and look very young. But in fact, inside body, okay, the cells is not rejuvenated yet. Okay, the best way of getting a healthy and rejuvenate and you regain your youthfulness is supposed to happen from the inside to outside one. Okay, so like for example, like ventros. Okay, we emphasize a lot. Okay, from the rebuild. Okay, rejuvenate, repair. Okay, and then reheal of the body, and then from the inside. Okay, we make the cells to be healthier, and then the organ to function better, and then the coordination between all the system, okay, inside the body is function nicely, and then eventually it will slowly go to the outer of the body. There's the skin. Okay, the skin, which the process of the skin cells will eventually get younger also. But if we can add, okay, further strength to the cells on the outside, there is the skin cells, which normally we apply products like the serum that we introduced lately, okay, by this laser, which contain, okay, the very important phytochemical inside the ginseng, okay, with all kinds of nutrient that the skin cells need. So when you apply to it, okay, the absorption and then the repair, okay, rejuvenate of the skin cells can be more rapid, okay, and then more you look eventually 5 years, 10 years, 15 years more younger, okay, on the skin. Okay, but I will advise, because some of the people they might tend to go for practice, just emphasize on the skin one. Okay, they put a lot of those cream lah. Okay, sometimes they will inject lah. Okay, and then even though you will bring a very nice skin, but actually it will last very long, because eventually if there is no reverse inside the body, that means the function of the body even didn't reverse back because of the reversing of the age, the cells, or the cells didn't get regain the youthfulness, didn't get back the energy they're supposed to have to function properly. Even though no matter how much of things that you apply from outside, okay, the inside will spoil the things. Okay, the inside wastage will accumulate, and then again it will reflect in outside skin. So the combination from the inside up to the out will finally give you the regain of your youthfulness. Okay, so these are some of the theory normally which they emphasize a lot in the getting back of youthfulness, because this is the first chapter that I will talk. I will just briefly explain all this theory, so I will go into further deeper in the later talk. Okay, when whereby we talk a lot on like what we call detoxification. Okay, how you can do, and then we talk about free radical in detail. Okay, how to fight back, and then we will talk about all this blood and then the dysfunction of the organs. Okay, which are related to many kinds of illness. Then we can talk about all those illness in all this chapter. Okay, for example, like those acne, pigmentation, they are related to our blood, okay, very closely. And then when we talk about fighting against all this acne or pigmentation, wrinkle, without improving the blood circulation, you won't be able to achieve it. Okay, so this is a brief introduction on the regain youthfulness and then the cause of aging. And maybe next week I will go more into the detail in the fighting against, that means the anti-aging process in more detail. And then during the process, I will talk about some illness which are related because of all this free radical, and then the damage of all the cells related to those organs. Okay, so I think my explanation of my brief introduction on this regain youthfulness, no longer a dream. I will share up to here. I hope this start only, and then you have a brief idea the use of IM laser and the combination of CVA and the serum that we are using. Okay, will make you totally regain your youthfulness. They are talking about 10 or 20 years become younger from your outlook after using for a period of time. So maybe I will the next topic I will talking about this combination in total and how it changed your skin into a very brightful or into a very